I loved that throughout this entire film, our dancer is constantly moving. She's changing settings, she's changing outfits. So I thought that went really well with the nomadic theme of this film. I also thought it was interesting that a lot of times it wasn't just music she was dancing to, it was wind chimes, it was all these different sound effects that she was able to create a dance to. Um, I loved the unique settings that she would dance in, and we could get some really striking shots of her with these big, almost sculptural settings that she was at. And then a lot of times it looked like if you were to take a picture of a shot of the film, it was a really striking picture. So I thought this did a really great job of setting up their shots and the cinematography there. Um, but yeah, it constantly felt like she was on a journey and she was traveling towards something. Um, and when it was more than one woman in this film dancing, I thought they had a really great connection between them and a chemistry. Um, all the phases at the end, all edited together, worked really well. So we had all of these, as she's going on this journey throughout the film, she's changing settings, she's changing outfits, and then in the very end, all of those phases are edited together to show the journey that she has been on, which I thought was a really cool choice in this film. Um, and yeah, at the ending shot was definitely my favorite of her in the water, white against blue, and then we're slowly pulling out and up, and she gets smaller and smaller as we fade out of this film, which I thought was a great shot and really beautiful and striking and a great way to close this film.
Brings a cinematically beautiful experience. They bring us to this moment of dawn, the beginning of a new day, and they bring us on quite a journey. Um, Beautiful locations, beautiful coloring. I think of not only the color grading itself to the overall film, but these colors that they bring together, right? And I think of, the reds that mix between the costuming and the space of the location and production design. I think of the graffiti landscape as they're moving around. I've definitely shot in areas like that, and it's definitely a challenge in itself to execute that very well. It can be a hike, to say the least. And so we really do get this beautifully captured experience, not only with the dancers and the movement themselves, but I think the cinematographer goes beyond what is expected of them. I think they really thought about the details and ways to express creativity. I think the way that they place the camera in certain instances really shows that they've gone like the extra mile to try to bring out the best that they can um, throughout this experience with their dancers.
This was really neat to watch. I loved the opening. I really liked the lighting. I thought it was really cool with the purplish and blue hue. Just very nice and a nice wide shot too. I felt like she was sort of exploring because at one point it felt like we went back to that view and she went, like her view went, the first time she kind of went this way and the second time she went this way. I don't know. It was just an interesting camera thing that I noticed. And for me, it was like, okay, now she's exploring over here. She was just over there. Now she's going over here. And there was a really cute shot, good shot when she was looking out at the sun with the bridge on the right. And there was the reflection of the sun in the water, and she was sort of right in alignment with that. I just really noticed that, and I thought it was a cool shot. To me, it had sort of an ominous or like tragic sort of emotional tone to it. So I thought that was intriguing, and the locations were cool. I love the overhead shot at the end of her in the water. And it just felt like she was kind of, it was like working through this hecticness of life, trying to find the peaceful. So I liked the variety. I thought it was really neat and really intriguing to watch. Great performance too.
Was her just kind of going through different seasons of life and experiencing that, and then her finding these other people that were also going through their own experiences, and the idea of like finding your tribe, finding your friends, finding that like solid group of core people that will let you exist and but you can exist together. And you know, you're all kind of going through your separate things, but you're all still there. You're all still like kind of in it together and there for the other people. Well, just letting them exist and not trying to change them or anything else, not having like those kind of expectations beyond like being there, beyond like just existing together, while you're still on your own journey in life. That's how I viewed this, and I think that they absolutely nailed it with that, and that is 100% how I saw it. As an audience member, I don't know if that's what they were trying to get across. That's definitely what I read into it, but I thought it was lovely and really, really well done. I loved all the different sceneries and like the different actual settings that they were in as well. I thought they offered really, really dynamic locations, which made the dancing that much more powerful and that much more poignant.
A really beautiful contrast between a natural landscape and an urban landscape, and it does it with really unique attention to detail, to everything from the background setting, the way the music changes, the costume choices, the accessories, and it all still works really well together as one dance and one song, and I think that's really cool.